So what's going on, you guys? It's Oliver Chavis and Stephanie Chavis with you from Salty Reflections. We're back out here on the water in this little small marsh creek down here in Beaufort, South Carolina, and we're into November now, and we're going to go out here and we're going to set some pots out, maybe put one in a marsh creek, maybe a little deeper water, because the crabs should be on the move now. The water temperature is dropping, and we're going to take you out here and show you what we get.
All right, let's go.
So guys, we've made it to the first spot that I want to try. This is the spot that if you've watched any of our crabbing videos, and I know it's hard to tell, but this little small creek here is only about 20-25 foot wide, and right here at low tide, when it's dead low tide, these crab pots are only in about 1.5 to 2 foot of water, just enough to keep the crabs alive, and we do really good back here at times. So this is definitely an area or a spot that I want to give a try. And what I'm doing, guys, is the reason I was telling you I'm going to put these crab pots in different areas. I haven't crabbed in a little while, so I really don't know what the crab are doing. I'm hearing some of my friends say that they're catching them out in the Jenkins Creek over here where we're at, and they saying they're doing pretty good out there, but we'll see. We'll get this one here set out. We're right on, and I'll show you the next spot where we're going to drop the next one. Give them a little look at this thing going in the water here, Steph. So notice when I threw the pot, guys, like always, make sure your weighted side goes down. And this is the 4-inch crab pot, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But if you only have 2 entrances on your trap, some traps are made with just 2 entrances, put one upstream, one downstream. The blue crabs move with the tides, and that will also help on your production of what you catch. So we're going to swing the boat back around. I love the shifter on this little Yamaha too. These new little Yamahas has got that shifter right there, guys, and it makes it a lot easier than reaching way back here at the back of the motor to shift. Some of you young guys, I know y'all can do it though. I mean, you don't really need this, but as you get on up in age, all you older guys, you know what I'm talking about. So one thing I want to mention real quick, I was going to take off, but another thing that I do like about this skiff, guys, is these 25 4-stroke Yamaha motors now, they're kind of heavy. So without tilt and trim, you know, when you bottom out, it's pretty hard to lift this motor up. And some of the John boats, and I'm mostly talking about the ones with the bench seats and stuff, because you just don't have the room to get back there to get the leverage to actually pull these motors up. Now with this boat, you know, all I got to do is go back here to the back, and it makes it really easy to pick up because I got more leverage over the back of the boat. I do love that about this little skiff. So just thought I would throw that in, guys, just in case if any of you is thinking about one of these little motors without the tilt and trim. You can get them with it. I think, you know, that upgrade is probably about $1,000 more. So if you can, you know, get one and you got a boat like this, maybe it'll help you, you know, that little bit of information. So let's get on out here and let's go set out another spot. Hey, I tell you what, guys, I'm gonna put it in the spot where we caught the big stone crab back in the video. Monster caught blue crabbing, I think that was the name of it. So we're gonna try that spot. We caught 4 or 5 stone crab that day. So let's try. So guys, we slowed this boat down a little bit because we're going back past these docks, and we just don't want to, you know, put a wake out that's gonna mess anything up on our neighbor's docks. Always be cautious of these docks, and especially boat landings. When people are trying to load their boat, it's real respectful to go ahead and slow down and don't create that wake, because somebody could be standing right on the front of the trailer or anything, guys, trying to hook that boat up in one jar. You know, it could make them fall or something. Always be respectful of others out on the water. Always help others if you come into a situation that they need help also. Check out that pretty crab pot. If you're in this area down here, guys, and you want a crab pot, you know, check them out over there at Beaufort Marine Supply. That's where we got these from, and we're happy with it. It's a nice trap. And right here, guys, you know there's some structure here, and we did catch like 4 or 5 stone crab here one time. So this is where I was talking about. That's the reason I want to see if when we pull this one right here. Let's see if we get a stone crab here. Let's go on and find a spot to put this third one, guys. Now we in the bigger river. Pretty seagulls sitting here, which some people can think they are a nuisance. We think they're beautiful.
They poop on everything, so some people don't like it, but it's just nature. The rain will come and wash it off. Sorry.
Look at the pretty sailboat, that view behind it. And I think this is right here, Steph's going to be one of the spots that I want to try also. And I'm going to go out, guys. What I'm doing, I know this dock here, it's our community dock down here on the little island that we're on. So I know about how deep it is at the end of the community dock. And that's about the depth that I'm looking for. I'm trying to get parallel coming down the river. The tide's coming in, so I'm just getting parallel with it, lining up to put it in the depth range that I want. I don't have a depth finder on this boat right now. Really don't know if we need it, but if you ask Stephanie, she's probably going to tell you, yeah. I've bobbed it out a couple times. So even down here in this area, you never know where these sandbars and stuff's going to be. I know the area, and I still did that. But all the traps today, guys, is just the same bait that I was telling you to bycatch. They'll catch and trawl. And I got 50 foot of line on these ropes. I'm really not worried about them getting in deep here. I've got a little mess here. So I don't want it to be that cleaned up. I want it to have at least least 10, 15 foot of slack in it because of the tides moving the pots around. Could pull it into deeper water. There we go. There's number 3. There's a little airplane going by from the airport.
See it way up there.
So we got one more pot to decide where we're gonna put it, guys.
Another one
What
of
do
our
you
new
think
pots.
What are you thinking, Steph?
Did pretty good right there.
We did.
We're pretty close right here. Pretty close to community dog food. Not worried about anybody messing with it or anything.
And another thing, it'll get us on through the section of setting out the pots so we can get to pulling them. Which
yeah.
we may decide to leave these crab pots out here 24 to 48 hours. We're not sure exactly when we're gonna pull them. One thing to make sure, guys, real quick now, is always check these entrances right here on your crab traps now. Make sure they're open and stuff. I did a video where I made a mistake and had left them closed, and you know, make sure you don't have any holes or anything that the crabs can work their way out of. You want the funnel or the entrance to be big enough to let them in, but small enough that they can't find their way out of it. So you ready, Steph?
I'm gonna get some of these tangles out, but I don't have any clue of how deep it is over here. You?
I'm thinking it's maybe 10 foot deep.
Oh, okay.
At the most. So even though we're in a bigger creek, guys, that's what I was just saying, it's still only about 8 or 10 foot deep here. Perfect. Wanna go boat riding?
Sure, always. It's nice today.
Look at that.
It's in the upper 60s, low 70s here today, right at around 72 to 70, somewhere like that. So it's actually pretty nice today out here on the water. It's a little cloudy.
Yeah, it was
So you can get a
raining
little
earlier
cool.
today. We had a few showers that came through, and you can see them kind of moving offshore. That would be offshore from us back this way. Some buzzards flying around too. They're looking for something to eat.
Yep.
Well, let's go riding.
We're gonna ride and come back on with you. It'll be a couple days later. Check them again.
Guys, we'll get right back with you on pulling these crab pots. Alright, you guys, it's time to go pull those crab pots. But I've been out fishing this morning. I'm actually pretty tired right now. But we still gonna get those crab pots and see what we have in them. But before we go, take a look right here. This is the spot-tail bass that I caught this morning. That spot-tail bass carcass is like that. That is what we mostly use in our crab pots. And the reason being is just because I guess we're just cheap. You know, we like seeing things go in a cycle. If you can use what you already have, why buy something else? We do need to do some videos on the different types of bait though, and we'll get to it. But let's go on out here and cross this marsh flats and these creeks, and let's see what we have. So let's pull this crab pot on up and let's see what we have in it. Let's get this 50-foot rope pulled in first. Okay, we have some crab. I see a lot of small crab, not very many big crab in there, maybe 1 or 2 keepers from what I can see. We'll take a quick look. I'm gonna try to go through them really quick for you guys. So guys, just take a look. I can tell all of them are small crab. I'm looking for 5-inch from point to point crab. A lot of these crabs are going about 4.5 inches. This one right here is going to be our only keeper. Look right there.
Yep, all little smalls. Several females it looked like too.
On to the next pot. So crab pot number 2.
Oh, we got lots of crab.
Lot of crabs here. And basically we're right across the river. Quick look through them. So we already got the one keeper in there. And we'll see what we have when we go through them. Good quality in that pot. Hey. Got one hung up here. Trying to grab him by that apron or that swimmer fin. That would be a good one to fish with, a little smaller. But we can't do that here because we can't keep crabs under 5 inches, no matter what, not even for fishing. I mean, we can't do it. I know I watched a guy down there in Florida for Jetty Rocks fishing, and he did a video where he was keeping some of his crab, smaller crab, for fishing. We can't do that, but that's a totally different area. If I was in his situation, I would do the same thing, because the blue crab are great bait for a spot tail. Stephanie's granddad used to catch some big ones, you know, by the bridges and stuff, fishing with half of a blue crab. But they would be keeper size, and you just clean them and basically bust them in half and use them. But anyhow, let's move on to this third crab pot. This could be the one that we caught the stone crabs in, monster stone crab we called it, I believe. And we'll get right back with you when we get right around there too. So Stephanie's gonna go ahead and sort the crab for me. Thank you, Steph.
Yep.
It's good to have somebody with you that loves doing this type of stuff.
Yeah, and some, I mean, like I know that one's way too small, so we don't really have to measure all of them.
That's right. Look at that big Jimmy right there with the rust colors. Huge crab.
This one you talking about?
Yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah, he is. This little one holding on to him. Too small to keep. Lots of little fellows. That's good. That'll be good for her. I don't know how fast they grow, but next year, year after, or whenever. Y'all just keep on growing, little buddies. Regina out here, she's brave enough to stick her hand in there.
Oh, Regina surprised us.
Yeah. I ain't sticking my hand in there.
That's a
That
keeper.
one? No, that one was a
wasn't a
little too
keeper?
short.
Don't be throwing our keepers away now.
Oh no. You couldn't second guess it there, but yeah, that one's way too short.
That's a small one, I can tell. The one right there in the center is small. And all the other crabs are holding on to it.
Yeah, holding on for dear life, hoping they'll get thrown back with that little one. Sorry guys. you took your leg. You'll have that as a snack. And that one's too small, I think. Yep.
Yep.
I think all the rest of them look like they're pretty good. This one looks like it might be one of the smallest ones out of that.
That's a keeper.
And very much so a keeper. So guys, I don't know if Oliver has shown you yet today, but we know we have in some of the other videos, but we use this metal device here because they have to be 5 inches from this point to that point. So this device one of our friends made for us, we put it in there and I can't fit his points in between it, so he's a keeper.
Let's get a look at that one there.
This one?
Yeah. And then we'll run on. I'm thinking
So
that
look how
crab,
much bigger he is than the gauge.
we got a 1/2 inch on this side, we got 1 inch over there, that's a 6.5 inch blue crab.
He's got some battle wounds, he's got part of his claw
And
broken, but look at the soft meat right there.
with him being that dark in color, I bet he's heavy too, isn't he, Steph?
Yeah.
Full of meat.
Look, oh, this one's got an injury to his claws too, look.
Whoa.
But you see, they're just fine. They're actually growing meat back out of the tips of them.
Older crabs, they've been in some battles.
Yep.
Well, we've kind of showed, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had 8 male keepers in the second pot,
Yeah, that
and
was
the
good.
pot was just right across the river. So it could be just the difference in which side of the river the crab pot's on.
Yeah.
So let's ease on up through here, Steph, and get to that next pot. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So, guys, as we coming up through this river, just look around. There's 1, I can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 crab pots in this one area. So I guess the commercial crabbers, they have to be catching something, right? And look what we have. Not too bad for them 2 pots. Crab pot number 3. This is the one I was hoping there may be a stone crab in. And we have caught them here before. It'd be really good to see one. Well, no stone crab, but I see 1, 2, 3, at least 3 more keepers that we're gonna be at. So we're already getting to where we about got a dozen crab. Not too bad. Not too bad for this time of year. They're slacking off a little. In different areas, you know, they're out deeper. Shake them on in here. Not too bad, they come right out. That's good. Let's see. Little male.
Too short.
Too small. Little female. That's good to see. Look at the pretty red claws. Look at that one with the pretty red claws. Now, looking at that crab, is it going to be a male or female?
I think it's going to be a female with the bright red claws. Yep. It's a immature female with that triangular apron.
That is a keeper, guys. Look. But we just catch a good many crabs, and most of the time it's me and Stephanie, and I carry some to family and give some to friends, but the females, we typically let them go. Not that it's not illegal in our area to keep them, but we just don't keep them. Small little crab. Got to always watch these sizes, guys. Make sure these crabs are the right size if you keep them. Don't get caught with these crabs and get yourself a big fine over something that you might have could have went down the road and paid a few dollars and got you some crabs from a crab dealer. So let's take the count now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You see something, Steph?
That big girl right there.
Is that a female too?
know. It looks like it would be. Big
It
red
does
claws.
look like it.
It is. Oh,
Darn.
okay, that's the mature female.
Oh man.
See how big her apron is? It's rounded, not triangular like the little girl from a while ago.
And like that other crab just pulled her swimmer fin off. I was trying to just get him to let go, but he actually pulled it loose. But the crab legs will regenerate. They can regenerate their crab legs. Kind of like the, you know, lizards with their tails. Let's take one quick look at this one here too.
Yeah, I think when they feel threatened, they can even drop their legs, right?
I don't know. Look
Just
at
like
that
a
right
lizard.
there. Look at how one of the. If you think these crabs can't grab you pretty hard, look where one right there grabbed him and busted his shell. And he is a keeper, and he's already injured, guys. And he's a small keeper, but if he's already injured like that, I'm gonna keep him. One more to go. In our favorite little spot back here, way back in the Marsh Creek. I don't know if there's gonna be any crabs in it. We hadn't been crabbing in a while, and I apologize for that because I should have been out here making a couple more crabbing videos for you guys, but you know, we've been real busy pulling trawl nets, seashelling, doing all sorts of things. The channel is continuing to grow, and I appreciate it.
How many keepers did we get that time?
3 keepers, right?
3 keepers?
Or 4?
I don't know. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, 4?
4 keepers. Stephanie's keeping me straight, guys. That's okay. I need it. Let's go. Made it to the 4th crab pot back here in the small Marsh Creek. This is usually our honey hole summertime, but let's see what's here.
Oh yeah, looks good.
So look, guys, plenty of crab in the pot. How many of you guys think it was the bait that we were using? How many of you guys think it's got to do with the timing of the year? Or is it just we don't know where to go? We don't follow the crab enough during that time of the year. But I guarantee you these commercial crabbers around here, they're still catching crab. They may not be catching as many like us. Those guys work hard down here. Still got one more in there. I'll let him go because he will let me keep up. sort.
Yeah, you go ahead. I was just
Let's
starting.
put them in the sunlight right here. I want you to get a good look at these crabs. So you see the little small one over here. That one right there is not going to make it. Here we got another small. Plenty of crab though. It's kind of fun to be able to crab this area and actually watch the cycles change. Just to put your crab pots out here, to me, that's a blessing. Just to be able to come out here and be out here. But it's all in like what you like to do. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you probably like me. I'm gonna check this one right here. That one there is too small. I'm pretty sure of it. We'll get a quick look. Yep, too small. This one right here is gonna make it. So bye-bye. Let's see, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. We had 12 over there, so we had 4 more keeper in that pot.
Yeah, that's good. So average 4 a pot.
Not
Even though we
bad.
didn't get but one the first time, the second one made up for it.
Look
Kinda
at those
averaged out.
rusty males though, guys. Look how beautiful they are. That is the ones that we really love. I think a lot of times these lighter shelled crabs right here, guys, if you look, it's a little softer shell, and a lot of times they won't have as much meat as the big rusty males. Maybe because they're older, I can't really say. But anyhow, guys, if you like this crabbing video, go ahead and give me a like on this video if you don't mind. And hey, we'll get back out here and we'll do some more crabbing soon. God bless. We'll see you.